Hello and welcome to another episode of Dead Dialect. My name is Brandon. I'm one of the hosts. Julian would normally be sitting right here, but he's actually editing the very video that you're getting ready to watch, which is kind of confusing, but that's just how editing works. Either way, this is an episode that we've kind of been holding for a little while because we've had so much other stuff going on, which I will get to. But for this particular episode, our guests are a band called Whit. Whit is... obviously, if you're watching the show, you know who they are. If you're just a fan of us and you don't know who they are, they're an awesome band. They're out of Houston, half Austin, half Houston, but they're kind of just the epitome of the bands that we like to have on. Really awesome, hardworking, local-ish musicians that love to work together with other people like us. And for this particular occasion, and they also jam, but for this particular occasion, they were playing our benefit show, which we talked about for months and months, which was our Friends with Benefits show, which all the proceeds went to Planned Parenthood. I'm saying a lot. I hate when that happens. Anyway, the show was great. It was a total success. I've got a Planned Parenthood pin here. We got some goodies from the night. It was great. They had a great time. We raised some money for a great cause. The music was great. If you want to check out the event or what it looked like, you can check out a video by clicking right here. You can click this little square, and that'll take you to a little recap that we did for the night, edited by the awesome Kramer, who's just one of our crew here, and he's amazing. Anyway, we will be doing a lot more stuff like that in the future, whether it be shows, benefits, and of course podcasts. But we've also had a lot of this other stuff going on, and that's what's kind of been keeping us busy. One of those things is a new video series called More and Less, which is where we ask someone what something needs more of and what something needs less of. Seems kind of like a really open-ended and weird thing, and it might also seem like a rip-off of another video, Either way, we've done two so far. One at the Madness on Main Festival, which you can watch by clicking right here. And one with UFC heavyweight Derek Lewis, which you can watch by clicking right here. I love that. It's just video magic. I can do that, and it works. Either way, both of them are really cool. They're a lot of fun. The Derek one is especially hilarious. The Houston one, or Madison Main one rather, is more Houston-centric, a little more educational. You can hear from bands and musicians here out of town, and they'll tell you what our scene needs more of and what our scene needs less of. Derek just goes off, and he just does his Derek Lewis thing, and it's great, and he talks about Ronda Rousey, and it's everything I would have hoped for. He had an awesome war that he came up short in with Mark Hunt, but goddamn, you try going 4 rounds in Mark Hunt. Either way, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up, a lot of exciting things going on. Julie and I are going to be going to Float Fest next month. We'll be podcasting from there, doing a bunch of shit, a bunch of interviews, and be doing just what we do best, our more and less stuff, and probably have a lot of other secrets and stuff just kind of up our sleeves, stuff we've been planning out. Other than that, dude, like and subscribe. It's been great going into YouTube. The support has been awesome so far. We've had a great amount of views, shares. Reddit has been super supportive, which I kind of didn't expect because Reddit can be super, super, super brutal most of the time. But it's been awesome. It's been really exciting. We're here to stay. I don't really have anything else to say other than we're just going to continue to work and continue to press out content that we feel the city needs more of and just YouTube and the internet needs more of. So thank you. And with that, here's our interview. Oh, one more thing. Our two next guests, Mr. Mark Austin, Houston legend. If you don't know who the guy is, I frankly just don't. You just must be living on a fucking rock. This guy's everywhere. He is responsible for launching a lot of the careers of the musicians you've heard of here in town. But he's also just gets around. He's a huge just ball of wisdom, whether it comes to the music business, Houston, or both of those things combined. He will be on, and one of those champions of the scene, Lem, or James Templeton, who is also invited in tonight, one of my favorite bands on the planet. Those are our next two guests, two awesome guests. Super excited to have them on, so that'll happen in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be up. Just for the time being, look at all our other content. I've already told you to click in many different spaces, so I won't do that anymore. I'll just leave you with this podcast with the wonderful band Whit. Thanks so much, guys.
Please stop.
Oh my God, guys!
Yeah, that was good.
All right,
what's up, everyone?
Let's get these microphones suck, so we got to hold them close to our faces, and
Okay.
we're a short one. I'm very sorry, so you guys are gonna have to get nice and cozy.
Okay.
First things first. Hello. This is cool because this is the actual first time we filmed a video podcast, other than the Fall Troy one. So this is the first one that we've done kind of on our own. This is our first real effort into going into YouTube. So it's cool to have you guys on in the first one. We won't be doing them in places like this most of the time, in green rooms and stuff, but it's always cool to do shit. Because then you get cool room noise like that.
Yeah.
There's a dance party going on in the other room.
Step It Up is going on in the other rooms.
But it's also a special day because it's the day of our Friends with Benefits show, which is something that we've been fucking really focusing on for a long time, and I'm really tired.
I got some stomach ulcers.
I'm like ready for it to not
Stress.
be happening anymore, but I'm excited for it to be happening. But from the very beginning, we've talked about the show a lot, so I don't really even need to go over what the show is. Everybody knows that they're listening. But from the very beginning, one of the bands that I wanted on was you guys. From the very beginning. And you can ask Julie, I mean, like, I'll even show you in my notebook. I think did I forget my notebook? Fuck.
Is that it? No, that's not it.
That's not it, guys. I forgot my notebook. That's it. Show's over.
Show's over.
All right, cool, good time.
But you guys were one of the bands that I wanted on from the very, very beginning. So that's another reason why it's exciting. Another reason, and I'm going through the reasons because I like to do this from the very, from in the beginning of the show, is you, Maddie, someone that I've known for years now. It's been like 5-6 years, I think. That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Because here, hold the mic a little closer.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I've been at least 2 or 3 bands, and you as well, throughout our knowing each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's super cool that we can do things like this, do podcasts like this. You guys can be playing, and I don't know. It's just exciting for us all kind of to be here at the same time and doing this shit, because it kind of blows my mind sometimes to think back at the things we used to do and the shows we used to play, and now we're here, and I'm like, this is kind of crazy. So first of all, thank you, and thank all of you for doing this, because it's very exciting for me. And
Ultimately,
it means a lot.
we have Whit here.
Yeah. It's that's who's here.
By the way,
We're just 4 random people that you found.
Yeah.
We're just
But you
getting
guys
real
mean
deep
a
in the
lot.
feels.
Mean a lot,
Been
though.
on the street.
But let's first of all go one by one and see who we got here. Let's go from the right,
hey guys, I'm McCullough.
and then of course
Hey, I'm Madison.
Hey, I'm Chico.
Hey, I'm Bob.
Mr. Bob Lane. How are you doing, sir?
Howdy.
You're a fucking Facebook legend.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of unreal.
Bob Lane likes this.
Right.
You getting that
Lane
poke?
likes this. If you've been liked by Bob Lane, you are a lucky
He's-
individual.
He's the master poker.
Oh God. Thank you guys for doing this show, man. For doing this benefit, and of course, doing the podcast. But really, it means a lot to me. This is something that I'm super passionate about, Planned Parenthood, and just this effort in general. So any band that's playing tonight, I consider homies of mine now, but especially you guys. I've got you guys at the top for a reason, and I really appreciate it. So first things first, I want to talk about y'all, because you guys, you have been a band that's changed a little bit, maybe in terms of lineup and sound and locations of where you're located. There's been maybe a couple different eras or chapters that you guys have had. So let's talk about where you are now. I know you just released music. You just released, was it an EP?
We just released a single.
A single. Is that a single for an upcoming
EP.
An EP. Okay. Let's talk about that. Where are you guys at now as a band? I know you are you even living in Houston at this? So you're not even living here. So that's got to be maybe different from a writing perspective. So first things first, how are things as a band? Where are you guys at? How's it feeling? How's the new music?
Okay.
It's a big question. I know it's kind
I'm
of
sure
broad.
all of us have our own perspectives
Sure.
on how it is. For me, and I've been thinking very deeply a lot about how grateful I am for such an awesome team, and especially at this show too, how divine it's been for all of our paths to cross and then still be able to work together and make cool stuff together. And being in Austin is nice because it's a change of scenery, and it's been a great opportunity to create and to find some newness, some spark.
Sure.
And but these guys are so awesome, and the fact that I get to still play music with them, and that they're willing to play a lot here still, and in Austin and Dallas, Denton now, like.
How does that writing work, though? Are you like sending riffs? Are you like, are you just coming and meeting up when you can? How the fuck does that even work?
McCullough looks like he wants to say something.
Oh, it's actually kind of cool because like all of our like thoughts like marinate and gestate and stuff, and then when we get together, we're kind of like, okay, here we go.
So you have a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah.
I've had that too with songs that maybe you record and then you have the time to listen to them like 30 times, and then you know, okay, I don't want to do that this time.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
too
wanna-
close. Like,
Yeah. So then maybe the 40th time you played it, which is the time that you're maybe we're going to record it, it's perfect.
Seasoned, ready to go.
Yeah, it's nice and
Yeah.
ready. So, but really though, I mean, are you like, is it literally writing over like distance? Are you guys making sure you're meeting up when that's happening? I'm always curious because a lot of bands we talk to have that same dynamic
Yeah,
where they're living in different fucking cities, and I don't even understand how that
Exactly.
works.
So what we're focusing on right now is small building blocks to making our presence more known. So I've been really focusing on just playing a lot out in different cities, and I have things that I have written that's stored away that's waiting for the time for us to come together, because I know that he does too. Oh, dang it, I'm so bad at this thing.
It's okay.
she got seeds.
Okay.
It just
Yeah, so we each
falls
have like
away,
seeds
so.
of songs, but right now we're focusing on like trying to get this campaign in order to release the EP. So we're working on playing a lot out in different cities, as well as coming out with a video soon for our single.
So how long has this band been around?
2014,
Okay.
I think, is whenever we started.
And then it's gone through, I know, a couple different versions. In terms of everybody here, who's like original, who's new, who's come in? I don't even.
Well,
Yeah, there's Maddie. She was there from day one.
The OG original.
So this has always maybe been your
Yeah.
creative effort from the very beginning.
Yeah.
is
So
that the
are you-
name? Is the name a play off of your last name, like Whitaker? Is that?
Yes,
Well,
but it's
yeah.
also a real word, and I looked it up just to make sure that I wasn't like, oh, what's my last name?
Yeah.
What does it mean with an H? I know what it is with just WIT, but what is it with an H?
A wit is a small yet essential piece of something much larger than itself.
Mm.
Okay, so like a corner puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Because without a
And-
corner puzzle
good way
piece,
to
this
put it.
shit's fucked. I mean, really, you can maybe anything else you can fill in with something else, but without the corner,
The corner's more of a wit.
it's,
Then.
it's all over. Yeah, the corner's wearing.
We'll say we're all kind of wits. You know.
And so it was supposed to be a band from the beginning, or were you just working on solo stuff?
Right. Has
or
this always
is it
kind of
something you built
been,
together?
yeah, like a train for your maybe songwriting, or from the very beginning was this band, and even now, what is that? How has that evolved?
These definitely, a lot of these songs are songs that have been since the beginning.
Sure.
And it's definitely been a vision of mine for my songs.
So then,
Yeah.
in terms of writing, are you guys bringing in just riffs? Are you also are you just writing alongside what she's writing? And I'm only asking because from a songwriting perspective, it's something that I'm always curious with different, because every band is totally different in what they do and how they write, and maybe there's just one person that does it sometimes it's like, oh man, I just come in and jam over this.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, sometimes it's like a total democracy. You never really know. And I've always kind of got the impression with your group that maybe it was based around you, but that you guys always have had a presence. So that's ultimately why I'm asking. It's just wondering how and why.
So a lot of the time, one of us will come up with a series of parts or riffs that kind of go together. And then, or maybe we'll just have one. And then what I have found that works best is I'll bring it to McCullough, and then I say, okay, what do you hear with this? Melodically, because at that point, like, I'm just thinking about my guitar part
For
like
sure.
over and over again. So he is a great set of fresh ears.
I'm like, this is a song, buddy. Like, guess
then-
what?
And he writes all of his guitar parts, and we just kind of talk about ideas, and we'll go back and forth with how we can make our own individual parts and each other's parts better based
Totally.
off of our mutual idea of what we want.
Yeah, we're just
Our
trying to fill up all the
ideas are
space.
similar.
So-
And then they do their thing, unless if somebody has any idea,
We do our
try
magic
it,
thing.
and if it works, then we do it.
The rhythm section over here.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
sure.
these dudes.
Those dudes.
These dudes.
Yeah, let's talk about you guys, because you Bob, I know you have a couple projects, and
Mm-hmm.
the rhythm section is always, I'm a drummer, so I'm always interested in the rhythm section because I'm always kind of right in the center of it. So let's talk about that, and we can start with you because I know I have a lot of questions for you. But I want to start with you, Mr. Drummer. I
Yeah,
know your
cool.
name, but I'm just calling you that because
Chico.
I'm a drummer.
I've been in the band for
Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah,
Cool.
Sweet Cheeks. They call me Sweet Cheeks.
That's nice.
Been in the band for over a year now, and feel like I'm the third or fourth drummer in this band that this band has had. But
Oh, really?
Yeah.
luckily, I think I've stuck with the band longer than the previous ones. Is that the case?
You've also been a really strong teammate. And just
Absolutely.
just so
Yeah.
family. It's
Oh, wow.
Was there any
Obviously
kind
couldn't
of
do it without you.
adjusting that you had to do when you joined
Oh,
this
for
band in
sure.
terms of style?
There was some big shoes to fill. The previous drummers actually were all very talented. So props to them. I did my own thing over some of their stuff. A good mix of what they laid down before. So
Yeah, because
I
it's
think
always
it
like you
did
want to
pretty well.
find that balance between not straight up just playing the same licks,
Exactly.
but doing your own thing, but honoring. Because I've done stints where I filled in for certain drummers. I'm like, shit, I don't really want to do the same thing, but I definitely kind of want to play the same beat, but
exactly.
change it up. So I know there's definitely a struggle in the balance
Yeah,
there.
you always want to, especially if there's already a recorded track, you want to do
Right.
the track justice, but also put your own 2 cents in there as well. So it's a good combination, and I think it worked out really well. So.
What sort of music were you playing before?
Yeah.
I'm actually in another band called the Beyonders. It's more of we call it world rock, kind of a bluesy, jazzy, instrumental rock.
surf.
Yeah, a lot
Definite
of surf rock
surf.
too.
Phenomenal band. Phenomenal.
Oh my God,
band.
it's so good.
Yeah, lots of really great musicians in that. It's a instrumental rock band.
They're
so
killers, man.
That's what I was doing before. That's sadly kind of coming to an end. One of our front saxophone players, his name is Aaron. He's brilliant. He's moving away to Colorado. Can't blame him. But
Colorado's
yeah.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a cool
exactly.
place.
So yeah, Whit has been my main squeeze for about a year now. So.
What are some of your favorite drummers? Some of the people you jam?
Oh man, great question. I really like. Why am I drawing a blank right now? The drummer for the Who.
Keith Moon.
Keith Moon, yeah. He was a crazy
Moon
ass.
the Loon.
Crazy
Some
ass
old school.
motherfucker, but he was so cool.
Stuff.
Because he was just so innovative with the way he played. He hit hard.
He was also drunk all of the time,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm
Cat
saying. He was,
tranquilizers.
Didn't he literally fall asleep at a show one time?
Yeah, they had to
passed out
get
at a
someone
show.
from the audience to
Yeah,
fill
they were
in.
like, who knows the drums?
Yeah.
And
A
then
13 or 14-year-old kid
And he-
lived his dream to play with the Who.
He
when
killed
was
it.
like that
Yeah.
young.
he fucking killed
Damn.
it.
He would also
Totally.
Never happened.
you would also like blow up toilets and steal police cars, and that's all really rad. I don't do that stuff, but I really like the way he plays.
Yeah, you're more of a calming presence in our band.
There you
Well,
go.
there's those old school cats. A lot of those old school drummers have that certain bombast that you don't really get a lot anymore. Like John Bonham had it,
Yeah, it's
and
another one of my favorites.
yeah, like I think on one of the newer dudes, and I talk about him all the time. But John Theodore is one of those guys that is like sounds like he belongs in the '70s.
very cool.
Like he's so fucking loud, and he plays on this like acrylic kit, so it sounds
Yeah.
really loud too.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that shit's hard to pull off. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like me and Julian have kind of like a bucket list of drummers that we've tried to have on, and so I'm always asking like, who are your favorite drummers? Who are your favorite drummers? Because when people ask me that question, I could like talk way too fucking long about that. Way too long. Mr. Bob, how you
Take
doing,
away,
sir?
Bob.
Howdy doody.
Have you been busy recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been staying busy.
What's
Bob is a
Doing my thing.
hustler.
Right? He's
Do
a
what I can.
He is a damn
That's what
hard-working
I
kind of
can.
man.
unreal. You're,
Yeah.
it's to the point where you're becoming like a myth, like a cartoon character.
He's a legend.
It's unreal. What's new with you, man? Because you've always got so much going on that I don't really know anymore.
Doing the Another Run thing. Doing
Yeah,
the
of
Whit
course.
thing.
Things are going well.
Yeah, things are going great. Kind of getting the sound / backline / rental thing all together. So that's been fun. Getting a bunch of PA equipment. Just jamming a lot.
You're an interesting
Doing
guy,
music
man.
all the time.
You've built a kind of internet like mythos around this. Bob Lane likes this shit.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious. And it worked. And it's one of those things where it's one of those ideas, like one of those band names, kind of. It's the same thing. The same feeling, at least. Those bands that you see, and they think it's that really badass name. You're like, fuck, how did I not think of that before? That Bob Lane likes this thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
Like I didn't need, like I just started liking shit.
And I just started.
It's just kind of it was.
Somebody
I
else
realized
came up
the
with it, right?
interactions. You know, the more you interact.
I think
with
that's your
somebody,
next
the more
thing,
their
dude.
Shit's gonna pop up on your feed or whatever. So
We need shirts, dude.
That's your next
Yeah.
thing, though. The shirt is going to say, well, I just started liking shit
yeah.
in quotes.
Just get your silhouette on there.
I
It is
just
really
see-
interesting to me how a lot of people are like afraid to like something on Facebook because I don't know, I don't want so and so to see this or whatever.
Yeah.
Bob, on the other hand,
I just don't.
He's like number one. Like whenever I post something, like, oh,
Bam.
there's Bob.
And everybody
Like
at
what you
least
always
at
get.
least one time is hit with that stream of like Bob Lane likes everything
you
on
know.
your
I
fucking
love how
wall.
popular that is. The screenshot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All of them in a
and
row.
the, oh shit, it happened.
Yeah.
I knew it. I don't know how many people,
Struck gold.
And it's a war, okay?
but I don't know how many people I've
Oh, yeah,
seen that
the
are like,
poke
it
wars.
finally
The pokes.
Post
happened.
wars and the like wars, man, it's crazy
Yeah.
whenever it's like a war. Cause like for a while somebody would post that, and everybody that liked one of those pictures, I'd go on their thing, and it
Like
got
it,
pretty
like-
crazy for a little
I'm
bit.
coming for you.
And then yeah, no.
The
At
poking
some point,
mechanism
it's
is a
gotta stop.
weird thing.
In fact, Facebook will make you stop if you do
Really?
it too much. Oh yeah, it'll be yeah.
Only you would
it
know
thinks I'm
that.
a robot. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah, you're
It's really,
spamming
yeah.
or whatever.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
Apparently, I spam people.
Wait, so you hit the limit? I don't think
call
I've
it that,
ever.
but what-
I didn't know that was possible
All
to hit
about
the limit.
perspective, man.
yeah, I just like a lot of shit.
The like limits.
Damn.
Well, I just started liking shit. I don't know.
There's
But
people
now
that
you
don't
like
know
it too
what they
much.
like, so that's good that you know what you like. You know, like that's cool. I really appreciate that about you, Bob.
So this EP, you guys just released a single. Have you guys got any reception? How do people feel about it? How do you guys feel about it?
I like it a
Oh,
I
lot.
think
Good.
It's been cool.
That's kind of a timid
Yeah,
answer.
really like it.
What kind of?
No, I think
I
it's
love
been
it, I love
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's more like surreal. Like it's exciting.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know, just
We're a
feel
heavy
the-
thinking bunch.
How long did it
Offer
take
that.
to record this stream of songs here? Has it been a long time coming?
Well, the actual recording process went pretty decently quick. Like the actual tracking.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
true.
It
That's
went
true.
really well, and we had a lot of fun doing that. Had a really good space to do that in, you know. And it's great when you have a good location to actually tracking because you can get in a really good headspace and really
super magical.
record. Yeah, exactly. You can get a good track. You know, the mixing and everything took quite a long process, but the tracking was good and
Yeah.
productive and
I think it was
a
worth
lot
it
of
though.
fun. Oh yeah, it
I
was
think
great.
it was worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you got to take your time.
A band kind of becomes a band in the studio. You like figure out who you really are. Like, you know, you're under the microscope, and yeah, it just took time to really like get that, you know, and just like it's kind of like stew. Like the stew's got to marinate on the pot for a little while, and then like
Wait, so how so? I feel like it would happen more when you're just jamming out. When you're.
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of-
that's one thing.
But
That's
I mean,
what-
you mean in terms of how, like, because at the end of the day, you're a product. Your album, your EP is a product. It's
And
going to
that's
be
it.
a nice bundle. Is that what you mean? Kind of finding what that's going to sound
Well,
like?
yeah,
or-
I mean, because like when you're on stage, it's energy, it's feeling, you're connecting. But then when you go into the studio, it's like, oh, that's what I'm really playing, and like that's like
really vulnerable.
the vulnerable space because you're trying
Sure.
to get that energy in there without like a crowd out there. You're in a box, you know, with the cans on and everything.
But, and I don't know how you guys write songs, but I'm always one to like do different things. Like I don't like really playing the same thing. Like even if the drums are just slightly different, so it's always very hard for me to decide on what the song is. Like what is it? Is this fill going to be here? Is that not going to be there at all? And that shit kind of drives me crazy sometimes. Do you find that like did you guys have that problems? Or are you kind of band that is like no, it's this tight. This is going to be here. This is going to be there. Or is it a little
we
looser?
Just had to tell Maddie to stop changing things.
yeah,
No, she's.
I think you can do another take.
Actually, I
No,
do
I don't
recall.
think that was the. I don't know.
Hey, without change, there would be no growth. Man.
Yeah, no.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, you know, deciding on that, because recordings of an album are ultimately one time you played it. I mean, maybe it could
Totally.
be 5 times spliced into one, but it comes out as one. So deciding on that one track, that one fill being here,
It took a few times,
Yeah,
but we
totally.
figured it out. And since then, I feel like it's made our live performance of those songs a lot
Tighter.
more solid and
Sure.
tighter
That's what
because
I'm
now
saying.
we know how to play it, but we still like we'll have a personality flair more that night because we have different moods every day, and so you know what I mean.
no, I totally
Yeah,
understand.
no, what
so
you're saying totally
sometimes we'll do
resonates.
little things here and there that are different.
Yeah.
I'm also just I'm ADHD. I can't decide on shit.
Yeah,
like I'm
I
like
know.
I'm bored. I get bored with it. You know, especially when songs take so long to write and record and get out. After a year and a half, you're kind of over
Kinda
them.
burned out
And a
on
lot
them.
of time, like sometimes I get kind of over. I'm like, I don't really.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm
Yeah.
I have new songs cooking, and I'm really ready to.
You're ready, right?
Yeah.
Crazy,
I want them to, like,
man.
Let's get these babies out.
do it. I want to record more. We have new songs that we haven't recorded yet.
So I want to talk influences. What kind of influence were you bringing? What kind of influences were you bringing into the band when you started it, and as opposed to what you were bringing in now? And
If there's a
you know,
difference at
if-
all.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, very beginning to today. So very beginning, I was feeling a lot shreddier and like more complex then, just in general, like internally within myself, and so I was really attracted to like a lot of like prog and crazy jazz finger picking stuff, but also twinkly. I still love twinkles.
Yeah.
I still love twinkles, but I don't know. I wanted more complexity, and then I had a shift at some point where I wanted the opposite of that, and I wanted more space, just simple, truer, more stripped down, I guess.
Sure.
In the arrangement, you know.
I see.
Does that make any sense?
So how much of that changed when you bring in like new members and
Yeah.
stuff though? Like when you're bringing in new people, do you explain that? I mean, because again, I've been in bands that have had different members in and out, but never I think maybe that something as conceptualized as you have it. So is that something that you from the very beginning have to share, or are you just kind of letting that play out in the songwriting process?
That one.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of.
B.
B. Yeah. The second one. Yes. I'll take
Let
that
it show
one.
that she indicated B.
No, because again, bands are relationships. I don't think people really understand that you have to kind of balance each other out and work with each other, and sometimes you break. Like sometimes some people break off and don't work, and there has to be the right mesh and mix of people. So I'm always curious as to how those relationships are working. I don't know how many bands I've met that just don't like each other.
Dude,
But they still work.
I love these guys so much. I feel like this has been such a great, solid mix of people because our personalities all mesh very well together. We're all very like compatible as friends and teammates, and also skill level with these dudes and their taste. We all want to hear similar things anyways, you know, but it's such diverse influences throughout,
Yeah.
and different backgrounds of different types of music. Am I doing this close enough?
You are now. There you go. I keep turning you up and down. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's why I got this here. It's okay.
Cool.
Here's another important question. Are you an Austin band or a Houston band?
Both.
Choose
Both.
your
I
answer
don't know,
carefully.
Texas, wherever we want to be from.
That's
It
an
matters.
important.
I mean, technically, I guess 3/4 of us.
Yeah.
No, I
We're
mean,
in
we're born
Houston.
in Houston.
So it's a
Firmly
Houston is
rooted
like-
in
Maddie is
Houston,
in Austin.
Texas, Space City,
live in
definitely say
Austin.
we're a
Clutch
Houston
City,
band,
all
but-
the way.
I was
I'm
gonna
trying to
say-
make. Okay,
till
so
the
here's
day
the
we
thing. I'm also
die.
trying to like build more local draw in Austin too. So
Mm-hmm.
it feels a little bit more local to them as well. So it's like, wait, you're local in both? Yeah, hell
But
yeah.
still, 3/4 of us are from Houston.
I'm not
I just want to point
dissing
that out.
Houston. I love Houston.
We're
There's
kind of a
reason.
Dallas
God
band.
damn it! I knew I was.
No, I mean
doing
Austin's
something.
great, but there's still 3/4 of us.
Dude,
Mathematically.
I only
technically,
asked.
yes.
By
Hey, when you're
technicality.
right,
Austin's
you're right,
great,
Bob.
but Houston.
When you're right, you're right.
I only ask because I know how important it is to kind of hone your local scene.
Yeah.
So I wonder how you living in another city, how you do that. How much attention you're putting into like, all right, local booking shows here versus booking shows there. Or is that, I mean, are you just kind of like 50-50 down the middle? It's got to be kind of like a
It's weird. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
Why did you move, by the way?
I was freaking out.
You're freaking
True.
out. Freaking
I
out,
was gonna
man.
lose
You're gonna
Shit.
get the fuck out of here.
Mental health.
Yeah, I had to.
That's real. I feel
Yeah, no, I
that.
feel that.
Austin's
Yeah.
a beautiful city, too.
There's a
It's
lot of
really
like.
nice.
I like trees. I like this.
Lot of
I like
serenity
A lot of
nature
parks.
stuff. I got a big backyard. I get to throw parties in it. It's really fun.
And you
I
also
just
have
needed
a
some change.
you have an
I just needed
interesting
change.
roommate too.
My roommates.
Is it still your
Which one?
is Mr. what's his name? His real name?
Who are you talking about?
You were roommates with
Ty?
Milet's, right?
Oh,
Henry.
He's around.
Oh my God! Sorry, I forgot. He's been on tour forever.
He's around the world right now.
No, I actually just talked to him today, and he's coming back in May.
When I found that out, I was like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
I did forgot that
Henry
too.
Peter Cohen of Milet's.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's
that
so cool.
Of
he's
Milet's.
So, yeah, like
Yeah.
he
Is
is.
Milet's.
That's
Like,
awesome. Yeah.
he is.
That dude is a
He has
badass.
so many
Really
pedals.
is.
Like
High
when he moved in,
functioning.
I was like, "This is the best situation ever!" Oh my God, so many toys.
Isn't he? He's got to be like sponsored by Earthquaker or some shit. shit, right?
I think
Some crazy-
so, actually.
He's got to
Forget,
be.
But he is sponsored by
He's gotta
one
be.
of those dudes.
Yeah, he's got a pile in there.
So he's around
So
the world right
cool.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm posting it.
Yeah, I was like, "Hi, can we be friends?"
Right? Like, hi.
Oh,
knows
so
how
do
to
you,
do-
you like that one?
Dude, yeah.
I like that one too.
I saw him with This Town Needs Guns,
Yeah,
and
and
so I
so-
watched it from
Yes.
afar, and it was a fucking
Yes, I
awesome
was
show.
there.
Was
Yeah.
what show is that?
Fitzgerald's.
I was there.
It was at
Fitzgerald's
Fitzgerald's
like
downstairs.
4 years
It
ago
was down?
downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I
Yeah.
remember that show
That
so
was-
well. It was October 20th.
Yes, it was. It was.
Yeah.
It was
that
the,
was a pivotal
memory.
day in my life. Actually,
it was the day after
The UFC.
October 19th, which is a UFC fight,
And then
which was awesome. And then we went to the show after that, and I had my UFC shirt on, and so much from our drummer was like, "Hey, you're a UFC fan?"
yeah.
And I was like,
just a conversation.
bonding.
and we hugged, and it was amazing.
Love it.
And then we had him on the podcast a couple years
Aw.
later, so it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Whoa, that's so
but-
cool.
History.
See, I love how that shit comes
Yeah.
around, and now you're fucking living
Together.
with Milets. What the fuck is going on? Life
all
is
coming
weird,
together.
man. This is what I was talking about when I started, and maybe I didn't get it off well enough, but there's some weird circles that happen in my life where I'm like,
I've been thinking
what?
so deeply about that lately. I mean, I've always seen these patterns as I've, I don't know, been a person.
Sure.
But,
But
as I've been
more and
as
more.
I don't know,
Before you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
something
Ether,
else.
I've noticed.
as I've developed into myself today, like I've noticed,
Absolutely.
I have to get used to this thing. Yeah, it's. I've been finding more and more beauty in it, and it's been really inspiring.
Damn, bass man.
He's like, I'm
slammed
outta
it. I'm
here.
out
That's
of
the
here.
most aggressive
That was-
anything I've
that's
ever
the-
heard.
It's the meanest I've ever seen of him.
He's so cool,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh, he came through on this one.
Yeah, I did.
What are
Always.
what are some goals that you guys have this year as a band? This is a big year. I feel like people are trying to be nice and positive after a shitty year last year. That's why we're doing this event. I mean, I had a great year last year,
Yeah,
but a lot of
for
people
the
didn't
most
have a
part.
good year.
Oh no, mine
There's
was.
some
So there you go. A lot of people didn't have a good.
Lot of fucked
like the
up
country
shit.
was.
Yeah.
So this year
Lot
we're
of
trying
stuff.
to make it a little better.
Yeah.
So
I'm down for pumping it up. No,
right,
Don't get me wrong.
let's get it. Yeah. What are some goals as a band, and maybe even personally, if you want to go into it, fucking for the year 2017, because it's still getting rolling. Although we're kind of into it already.
I'm going
but-
for high score on Cruising USA.
what?
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
dude,
Like
and
on the
we're-
N64?
Yeah.
No, the actual arcade game.
The actual
Yeah.
full size. Where?
I love you.
They moved it actually. I gotta figure out where. It
What?
was,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
the
at
first part.
Darwin's.
It's just
and now
what?
it's-
Step one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find a new
Step one,
one.
find it.
There was one next door to my house for the,
The
longest
quest has
time, and now I
begun.
gotta find a new one. So yeah.
Dude, if by the end of the year, if you do not
I'm
find
gonna
that
find
or
it.
have the
I'm
high
gonna-
score,
I'm gonna get that
Accountability.
high score.
wait, what is your
Bob-
plan on finding it?
Bob
You-
definitely does what he wants.
I'm gonna yeah.
hey, bro, where'd you move the Cruising
Yeah,
USA?
man, I gotta find it.
I could tell you.
Somewhere.
It's a dope game. I was good at it for a
Somewhere.
while. Yeah.
It's
fuck
good,
yeah.
you know, with
It's a
the
good
double
goal.
gas and you can wheelie and shit. Hell yeah.
They have a new one, like the new ones, like
Yeah.
the new, they're new. They're fucking awesome. Like if you go to Speedy's on Hempstead,
Oh yeah.
Will
they
that
have
help?
the new. I think it's
Okay,
just
maybe
called.
I'll go for the high
Cruisin'.
score there.
You know,
Fuck
I
it.
think it's called Cruisin' World or some
Oh,
shit.
yeah, Cruisin'
you're right.
World.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Cruisin'
thought.
World.
I have no idea what y'all are talking
It's the
about.
arcade
arcade
game.
race
Get it
game.
together.
Race cars.
Yeah.
Maddie. Race cars.
It is like
Oh.
the driving game.
Yeah. Like, have you ever drove any arcade game or whatever?
It was either
You
I
that-
just did Mario Kart, but like in the thing.
Dude,
that's
that
cool, yeah.
it is really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of disorienting.
Look, if you
but-
guys have not
Oh.
gone back to like an arcade or like a Dave and Buster's or something as an adult, you're
Yeah.
missing out.
Because there's
'Cause
beer
that
now.
shit
There's
is
alcohol.
amazing.
I love air hockey. Air hockey is my shit.
There you
Yeah,
go.
this place was
Yeah.
BYOB. It was really cool, and there was a ton of pinball. And
Go
air
to
hockey
Dave and
was my
Buster's
shit.
on
Yeah.
Wednesdays. It's
Yeah.
50% off all the games, and you get hammered and
not
play
corny.
some fucking
It's
games.
fun.
I'm
I think
not
my,
even joking.
My
You-
goal is gonna change
What's
to just
half
more
off?
arcade
The-
games.
Yeah.
in
Everything.
general.
Just
I think
Everything.
that's
Like-
what this
Or is it just the
discussion has led
games?
to for me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I still believe
Something
you
is
can
half
catch the,
off.
Cruisin'
Some-
World high score,
something
though.
or
I
all of
believe
it,
you.
Yeah.
or
Thank
one item.
Thank you, Chico.
So, any new recordings? I mean, I know you guys are. What is this being
what-
released, by the way? Is that? Do you guys know?
Yeah.
What's your question?
EP release.
I can't give you a date for
Wait,
that.
what?
No.
So not
Yeah.
to be
Still in the
to be
works.
announced.
We
Soon.
that's how we
Do you have
function.
a name for it?
That's one of our goals
So
for
that's
this
one of the
year.
goals. Release
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Figure out a date.
Goals for this
Release.
year, 2017. I love goals. Goals are really fun.
Keep them in a book.
So
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
this
You
way.
can write them down, scratch them off.
Mhm.
and you're
Video,
done.
EP, eventually tour on the EP,
Yeah.
and then keep smiling.
Yeah.
Spread some love.
Spread some
Yeah.
love.
Awesome.
Write some new songs. Record some new songs. So
Cool.
yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to say? I think we gotta get
go
these
do
doors
stuff,
open
yeah.
and we gotta fucking get these cats rolling in here. I think we should have a pretty good turnout tonight.
I think it's
Right.
gonna be
Really
It's gonna be
excited
huge,
about
really
man.
cool.
I hope so.
It's gonna be dope.
If not, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna cry my eyes out.
No, it's gonna
I'll
be
cry
fun.
with you.
Never heard
It's
from
gonna
us
be
again.
great. This is
I don't
gonna be
even
the
know we'll
best night of your
continue
life,
this
Brandon.
podcast.
This is gonna be the coolest shit you've ever done. You're
Yeah,
gonna be so
dude.
proud of yourself. You're gonna be like,
Oh, it's gonna be
man,
huge,
there's so much
man.
love here.
It's gonna be annoying.
You're gonna
Yeah.
ride
Yeah.
on a
Into
rainbow
yourself, you're gonna be-
of
And you got so
love.
many people
Oh.
that got your back.
I appreciate it.
You'll feel it.
It's gonna be
I
great.
promise you.
Thank you guys so much for sitting in with us.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Man.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Where's the best place for people to find or listen to your music and get it? Bandcamp or what?
Yeah,
are the,
do
what are the
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp's cool.
That's super easy because you can just type in saywhitnow.bandcamp.com and Whit is spelled like shit but with a W.
Yeah. We've also just got our single on Spotify, so
Yeah.
you can listen
Oh,
to
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's up.
Oh shit! Wits on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The single is called Wait.
I feel like
What?
Bob Lane just found that out right now.
And he likes
that
it.
was it. That was it.
Do you like that, Bob?
It's like one goal accomplished. We're on Spotify.
Bam.
All right,
Did it.
guys.
We did do
Alright.
that.
Thank you all so
Bye.
much.
We love you.
You and I. Do we have anything else going on? Yeah, we're gonna have Omar off run. We've got
we
a
have
bunch of
Omar off
shit.
run. We got to get our part 2 of Whatever Fest up. We got cats. We're trying to move on to video, and it's the process is a lot more harder and
I'm so
takes a
sleepy.
lot longer.
I'm just so sleepy now.
The event hasn't even started yet.
I know. I guess we better get out there and do some shit. All
Yeah.
right. We're going to have a
Alright.
video of what happens tonight. We'll have that online, and we'll have that right next to this video. And you'll be able to see how this night went, see some of the bands playing, and just kind of get an idea of what happened. We're going to do more of this shit down the line. And again, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
We love
Thank
you.
you.
We're out of
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace.